Hi, I'm Jen Mays, and I was really struggling to come up with only one way to use video in my class because I use it in so many different ways. So let me show you some of my favorite things I do with video, but this is not an all-inclusive list. So before the school year even starts, I use a movie trailer to recruit students into my AP Chemistry class. I made this movie trailer with my MacBook using iMovie, but my students have made movie trailers on their phones because iMovie works across many platforms. So first I make a movie trailer to get students excited about being a part of my class. And then when they come to my class, I created a cartoon for them using Powtoon to introduce them to what my class is all about. So this is attached to my syllabus. Welcome to Chemistry at Banning Lewis Prep.
I'm Mrs. Mays. We do things a little bit differently in this class, but I think you'll like it once you get used to it. We don't spend much face-to-face time taking notes. That's not really the hard part of class, and you don't need my help for that. You just need access to YouTube to get that taken care of. That means we can spend our time on activities that do require a trained professional. Let's face it, not everyone has a chemist at home to assist you. Let's do the harder stuff together. Since I don't have to stand at the board, I'll have time to help you when you get stuck.
Okay, you get the idea. Another way video is used in my class is that my students record lab reports on video. So they created this one in Animoto to summarize the series of copper reactions.
It is heating up.
So as you can see, when students create a video lab report, you get higher quality observations, and they did a really nice job of explaining what was really happening in the lab. So that's one of the things that I use video for. But sometimes I want my students to write a formal lab report by typing it up or handwriting it. So in that case, I'd like them to get high quality feedback from me. The sad thing is, they didn't read the feedback, and it didn't change the way they were writing their reports. I kept getting low quality lab reports. So I changed and made a video for feedback about their lab report.
Here, the first thing that I'm looking for is your variables, and I don't see them on this page. Independent variable, dependent variable. You could say my hypothesis was supported, but then we would still be using personal pronouns. How about we just...
Flipping the feedback really changed the quality of work that my students turned into me, because then they could see exactly what I was looking for when I was grading their work. Now, of course, the bulk of video in my class is for notes. I have a flipped class, so I record all of the lectures and students watch the lecture ahead of time and take the notes outside of class so that our class time is used for learning activities and labs. So here's all the podcasts for the Unit 5 that we are on currently. And my students work through the video notes outside of class time, or I don't care if they do it in class, honestly, because it's a mastery-based class. You do what you gotta do so that you can take on the next thing. If watching a video is what you need to do next, then do it. But I often put my videos in Edpuzzle. So what I love about Edpuzzle is that I can arrange all of my content in folders that are by unit or by topic. So I can embed quiz questions into the video. And you see in this one, I have a couple places where I put quiz questions. I can also crop the videos so that I try and keep them under 10 minutes. I went over 37 seconds on this one, but it makes the video a more manageable length for my students, and I can keep their attention for a little bit longer. Plus, I can see if they're getting it by looking at the responses to the quiz questions. Edpuzzle works with my Google Classroom too, so that I can assign things in Google Classroom. Finally, I wanted to point out my love for Flipgrid. In my German classes especially, I often ask a question about that day's topic in Flipgrid so that I can assess my students' speaking and listening skills. So this topic is asking how old they are, and I recorded a video to give an example. Ich bin 43 Jahre alt. And then all my students record their videos too, so that I can see their responses to the prompt. So I love using video in my class, and I encourage every teacher to find meaningful ways to incorporate video into your classes too. Thanks for listening.